doke.
Alright.
So, what are we doing here?
Well, first I gotta finish just one round of Rainbow Six Siege, but ideally, I have some questions I ask for you, and obviously you're gonna do some VOD review. But yeah, just whatever you see wrong in my gameplay. I know I have a lot of errors in my gameplay. I just wanna see what you spot in my gameplay. That's all.
Okie doke. And then, do you have a VOD uploaded? I could open.
Uh, I don't know how to upload it, but I can like screen share it to you while I like open the downloaded VOD.
Okay, yeah, that would work. And then, did you record with Insights?
What do you mean insights?
It's an app.
No.
That's fine. Because with Insights, if you upload through that, then like it doesn't have to render anything like YouTube for
Oh, okay.
future
Oh
sessions.
wait, no. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I see. What I'm talking about is like the actual League of Legends
Oh,
replay thing.
just the
Yeah,
okay. Word.
I don't have a video recording. Sorry.
Okie doke. And then what's your IGN?
Hold on, I have it. SDI on. That's my IGN on NA.
Doke. And then is there a particular match you want to look at?
Oh yeah, yeah. You'll see. There's a lot of matches where I mental blank, but there's some matches where I don't mentally check out. There's a Graves game where I completely threw. It's at the start. I went no. It scrolled down a little bit. I completely threw. I had a really big event. Yeah, that 9-7 game. I think I threw that game really bad.
Jeez, it's not even 30 seconds in, there's a bunch of kills.
Oh yeah, there was some. Yeah, there was an invader kind of cringe. So this game was a lot of. I feel like I built a lead and then I threw it somehow. Like it was just like I felt it like slipping through my hands. Like I messed up somewhere. They're here. They're just chasing us and I don't remember exactly my path this game, but I do remember that I was trying to be as annoying as I could.
Doke. So let's find like the first moment where it slipped, I suppose. Turn this bad boy down, Jesus. Okie doke, so you're full clearing up. More so you're just clearing up.
Yeah. I think I skipped. Yeah, I did that. I
Yeah.
did Gromps into a lane gank. I don't think I forced a lane gank. I think I might have just went to a lane gank.
Okay. And then if you skip these camps to gank for Gragas,
Yes.
do you think that's good?
I think it's good because he's gonna get level 3 off this, and Teemo's overextended. That's what I was really looking for. Because
Okie
I know
doke.
Teemo burned his ignite and doesn't have flash.
Oh shit, he doesn't have flash. Okay, yes.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for.
Alrighty, I agree, it's fine. But then you stop for blue. And if you stop for blue,
Yeah.
like will you have enough time?
Well, no. So my idea is I want Gragas to get what's it called? I don't like this wave state because he's gonna get like he's right next to the bush. I was panning my camera, so I didn't want him to go in the bush. I want him to the wave to almost be crashed, and by the time I'm there, it almost is crashed. So that was like my goal. I didn't want him to be near the bush and go invisible.
Okay. I think if you're going for this gank though, if you do blue, it like gives Teemo time to like counter it, right?
How so? Like putting vision out or something?
Yeah, he can put his vision down, he could recall, he could just stay back. He has three
Yeah.
good options here.
Uh-huh.
Right. So I think doing the blue is probably like that's the whole reason that you would skip wait, did,
Rap.
did you do golems? Yeah, you did golems too. If you were just level 3 actually, let's go all the way back to here. So we finish the Raptors, we get level 3, and it's like, this is what we would see.
Yeah.
Right. So if you already have level 3, you could just gank. Doing the Gromp
Uh-huh.
doesn't change things. If that's
I
what you're
don't
looking
think
for.
I don't think I wanted to like immediately force it. I just saw that Gragas was getting chunked, and I knew Timo doesn't have flash, so I thought maybe I'll wait. I'll give it some more time to develop, and then if it doesn't happen, then I can just full clear. But I don't remember exactly what my thought process was, but
Right. So let's just watch it. Like, this would be us moving to the Gromp, and then this is us doing the Gromp.
yeah.
So it's like, all that's really changed is like Teemo's pushed up the wave, which would have happened naturally,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Since it's range versus melee.
Uh-huh.
So then imagine, like, say at this timing, let's say at like, right now it's 250. Let's say
Yeah.
we're right there. Let's say we're like in top lane, like right now.
Yeah.
Would this be a good gank?
Well, considering Timo's already halfway through the lane, I don't think so.
Right. So I think just full clear then.
Yeah.
Unless you're looking for an invade or something, but Teemo has that pushed in, and I think a full clear is fine.
Yeah. Well, I knew where Kindred was starting this game because I saw, like, do you remember early when their bot lane was on my red? I knew that Kindred wanted to start with the leash, so she went top, and I saw that Timo leashed. So
Okay.
I knew I wasn't gonna go for an invade there.
Right. Then you get a kill on Teemo,
Yeah.
and then into Scuttle Crab.
I wanted to get a ward out on him.
Word on the you get a word on the Raptor.
No, yeah, that's I looked back on that for like 30 seconds later, and I was like, that's kind of stupid.
And then a Tiamat. What in the get a serrated dirt, kill him.
No, what's it called? The build that I like to go is like Tiamat, Serrated Dirk, and then I go into what is it, Ravenous? But I see what you're talking about.
Yeah, so why do you get Tiamat first?
I don't know. I just like to clear. I just like it's easier to clear. That's all.
So Tiamat gives you 25 AD, and then what does serrated dirt
Yeah.
give you?
I think it gives you like 30 AD with 10 lethality, so it's way better for damage, I'd say.
Yeah, and then you're going to be clearing the camps. Are you even going to be clearing the camps faster with the Tiamat, I wonder? Because you already have the AoE damage.
Yeah. Raptors are going to be doing quicker. Wolves will be doing quicker. So it is kind of minuscule.
Okay,
But
hold on. But then what's the goal of clearing the camps faster? What do you do after that?
well, normally what I'll do is I can either go for an objective like Drake. Like right here, I don't know if you saw, but I was going through my jungle like almost like I was near my red buff because I wanted to go to Drake, but I thought it wasn't really possible because of the way that my bot lane is. Like they weren't pushed and I wanted their wave to be pushed in, but I don't know. Normally I'll just go for like an objective, I'll get vision out, or I can go for a gank or a reset. That's like my idea.
So you go for an objective, you go for a gank, or you go for vision.
Yeah.
And then does the Tiamat like help you do that faster than, say, the serrated Dirk?
I think it does, but in a minuscule sense. Like it'll maybe shave off like 10 seconds, but I believe that'll give me more downtime. That's the idea.
Okay. And then if we run into a champion,
Then I'm at a disadvantage.
right. And then if we finish the full clear too, or if we just finish a clear in general, then all we have to do is, like you said, a gank, an objective, or an invade.
Yes.
And then the serrated Dirk is going to be giving us way more value.
Uh-huh.
I mean, if you build that serrated Dirk first too, do you have the zombie ward? No.
I don't have a zombie ward now.
But right, like building into like, say, an Umbral Glaive first or whatever lethality item that you get. That just gives you like more power early, and that's like the general idea with Graves usually, is you do this clear into a play, and then at the play, like, you need to be strong. And the way that you get stronger every single time is by having more AD. So on every recall, it's like you need to have any longswords you can get, basically. And that's usually how you end up with the lethality build.
Oh, okay.
Right. So the Tiamat like really slows that curve down. And so the cost of it versus like what it gives you is not good enough.
Okay.
Okay. And then why skip the topside camps for Dragon here?
Because I knew I denied her. Like I was gonna go immediately into Dragon, but I didn't want to give her the stack. But I don't know if is that the right call going into Dragon because I knew bot lane, enemy bot lane we called, and mid lane shoved in.
Yeah, I mean, it looks okay. You have the prio in both lanes, and then what do you give up for it?
Um, I give up a potential mid lane kill, but I don't know if I think it might be worth for Drake, and then I might be able to
Nah,
like.
you can't kill mid lane, can you? He's under turret.
Oh no, mid lane might get killed because he's not looking. He doesn't have any vision. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, and then is it your job to counter that?
Yeah, it is my job as a jungler. Yeah,
I don't think so.
to counter gank is
To
not.
counter this right here, like,
Oh no, because I'm already going for an objective.
right, and then imagine you have to move to your laner every single, and then action, look at that shit. Look at this
Yeah,
fucking swing. He's
yeah.
fine.
That's why. Yeah, I normally perma. Yeah.
Okay. So,
Wait, so when do you recommend I should go for Drake? Because that's another thing. Like when is it suitable? Like what's the fundamentals behind like your logic for when you go for an objective like Drake or Rift? Or, like
well,
what should you look for?
well, yeah, what are you looking for? Yep.
Well, typically what I'm looking for is if my lanes have pile, like it's shoved in, or if we're just stronger in the fight. That's typically what I look for. Or if the jungler's are upside.
So we got Bryo, we got, uh, just say stronger, and then anything else?
Uh, Location of the enemy jungler, obviously. If the jungler is trolling and he's like top side at 5 minutes when Rift is, I mean, when Drake is up, then yeah, I'll go
Okay.
with Drake.
And I would also say like tempo plays a part into it. Cause
Oh, can you explain tempo by the way? I never understood that concept. I don't know what tempo is.
no, I can't. It's it is the flow of the game.
Do you have like an example? Because I don't know. I never understood it.
It's like the turns that the game is played on. Because things happen in certain timings, and once things like get more precise as you like rank up and stuff, then it's easier to see how like this is turn one, this is turn two, this is turn three.
Is an example of that like let's say for mid lane, I played mid lane for a bit before I switched to jungle this season.
Let's just
So
use jungle. Like you start red buff, right? And
uh
then let's say instead of doing your golems and your raptors, you went from red
yeah,
buff to fucking top lane and died. Like let's say you did
okay,
that, right? That's a bad turn
yeah,
one, right?
yeah,
Versus like usually like the turns is like your recalls versus like
right,
three camp into top, successful gank, reset. Then you have longsword, your three blue side camps are up, and then you have
yeah,
options from there. But you're
okay,
still on like turn one because the enemy jungler hasn't reset. They're still on their clear.
yeah.
Does that make sense?
So his clear would be his turn, and then after that he's gonna reset.
Right.
So okay,
So
okay,
yeah, so you asked like when's a good time to look for dragon, and then you said
yeah,
when your lanes have prio. I would agree.
yeah,
And then when you're stronger, the enemy jungler location, and then I would say the tempo. So right
okay,
here, our lanes have prio. We're
mhm,
stronger. We'd be much stronger if we had serrated Dirk, that's for sure. And
yeah,
then the enemy jungler, they're mid. And then um, with the tempo, you're giving up your wolves and your Gromp for this, and then that would also put you bot side to fight for Scuttle instead. So
wait, can you repeat that?
you're giving up your wolves and your Gromp. You're
Uh
not
huh,
like Kindred's not taking them, but you're not doing them,
yeah,
so they're not respawning, and
yeah,
then that takes away from your own personal power. And before
yeah,
level 6, it's not like necessary for you to do that.
yeah, okay,
So that's what you have to factor in.
okay,
And then by giving up the scuttle potentially, you also give up a fight, and that's where like serrated Dirt goes ape shit on Graves is because you have so many free stats from your grit passive too. It's like any of these AD junglers you want to have a fight with them, and the scuttle crab's an
okay.
opportunity to do that.
Okay. So what you're saying is an alternative to going to Drake here is if I had Dirk, I would just be clearing my top side and if I could I have like the what's it called? What's the word? I have the ability to just take Scuttle and not have to worry about a fight breaking out and me dying. Is that what you're kind of saying?
Well, it's like you would path topside for a fight, so that we
Okay. Oh
can
yeah, dude.
so we can fight for the scuttle coming up, and then if not that, then an invade on Kindred. If not that, a gank
Yeah.
top. It's like you have a lot of options after the Gromp. It's like you have A top lane, B scuttle, C invade, and then D mid lane.
So instead of going for dragon after I take the kindred stack away, I could just path top through the scuttle, and then I could get an invade or a gank. Is that what you're saying?
No, I would say that you do your wolves and Gromp first, and then that would put you topside, and then you then
Yeah.
have these options. And then even if
Okay.
if whatever option you take goes wrong, you farmed your camps to that play. So it's not
Yeah.
the end of the
Okay.
world.
Okay.
But Graves has so much
All right.
going for him for free, like I said.
Yeah.
So that's how you really get a massive, massive advantage on Graves is just being
Oh
in
yeah.
position
Here.
for those fights, and then if the enemy takes them, they lose big time. This is brother.
Yeah.
Get to you did the dragon right? Okay, the dragon
Yeah.
is your play,
Yeah.
right? So you don't have
Uh-huh.
to worry about this.
Here I go a little bit of monkey mode. My idea is I used to play action, so I was like, okay, I know action's kind of fucking stupid. He could burst down Fizz here, and so I'm just hoping action shoves the wave and we can dive in. And we do try that, and you'll see like I fuck up terribly here. It's so bad this play.
Okay, but should you?
So,
Yeah, I'm not even should you be, or just can you do it?
we could do it. I fucked up though. I genuinely you'll see like I fucked up.
Okay. Fizz sees Graves in action. What if Fizz walks away?
If Fizz walks away, I'm fucked. You're completely right.
That is like a minute 30 of like the
Yeah.
bush, and then we're not getting
Yeah.
these camps. Gives Kindred the opportunity to get that mark. Like, how
Like
do
my idea is I had a backup plan here. Okay, I knew if Fizz
okay.
if Fizz backed away, I would just go to my Gromp because it has the Kindred stack, or I could go for Scuttle, but I don't know. I had a bit of a brain fart. Well, the Fizz had a brain
Well,
fart.
before
He
you
let us kill him.
okay, so let's say you were watching this before you moved to it.
Yeah.
Fizz ease away, and then he starts a recall.
Yeah.
So what does Fizz want to do here?
He wants to get it at lane, but he's locking him in lane by shoving the wave. So like Fizz will be down a lot if he lets action shove the wave into him. So that's why he stays in lane. That's why I believe it's not a bad gank.
Okay, and then how would you tell that it's a bad gank from this point? Because you could still like go to the Wolves and Gromp if you wanted to.
I could. I mean, it's kind of a bad gank because the amount of time I'm investing to it. Like I kind of knew that, but I knew because I'm so low elo, it might work. But it was like that was kind of in the back of my mind. Like
Right.
I'm fucking bronze, so
So it takes a long time, and then
yeah. I'm investing a lot of time into this, and this play could have gone fucking terrible, and it goes terribly. Oh, it's like a wild goose chase. Watch this shit, man. He was like 50 HP, and I was throwing myself against my wall here. I don't know why I did that. And then here, I knew that Kindred was going top because I saw him on the mid lane. So I decided to like concede my top camps, go for red, and just try to take his camps, but they weren't on. They were on timer, so it's kind of fucked.
unlucky.
Yeah, but that's not a bad play, right? Like they're just conceding my top side because I know I can't really fight them.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, that was bad. I missed my eye. And then here I go take his Raptors because I know I'm stronger than Kindred.
Okay, that's good.
Oh, I think this is the part where I shit the bed. I think this is the rift part. Oh, no, I didn't. I think I might have shipped that here. Oh no, they just gave us rift. Okay. And then I recall for Drake, and then... Oh yeah, I go Raptors here because I don't want Akshan to get the 3-man, because they do that a lot in this game. Like, look, I knew that Thresh was here out because he was off Roam Timer. And then I fucking
Jesus,
died.
and they run us down?
Yeah. Well, like, what I did here was, like, really stupid. I just wanted to be here just so Akshan couldn't molest me. I mean, get molested.
That's the same deal. You're trying to be like the firefighter, you know? Like,
Yeah.
or even before you start the dragon, it's like, yeah. So it's not your job to do that.
But, like,
And if the
I don't
champion
know.
has safety like Akshan, then even
Yeah.
less reason. There's some times to do that, but don't do it initially. Like, let your allies die. If they die too, you get a minion wave. It's no big deal.
Oh yeah, I don't really think like that because I've been low elo I've been playing for like 6 months now. I've been low elo for a while, and I don't know. I just don't think like that. I normally try to save my teammates because I know shit like this happens a lot. And I die.
Jesus. These guys chill.
I don't know. Like, in my mind, here, I feel like I want to get Drake, and I don't want my Akshan to die because I want to get Drake. So it's in both of our interests for me to keep Akshan alive.
Yeah.
But it's not in our interest for me to fucking int. That's the idea. And then he dies. Oh yeah, here Lucian becomes like Faker. He gets a triple, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Should I have skipped Krugs there to leash Rift?
Pretty much have to, right? It's like, Jesus, it's like
Yeah.
2 seconds before the plates go down.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh, we're just too late, huh? Suppose we get the whole turret.
Yep.
Yeah.
Here I'm running at him because I know, and then I fucking flash. Like I don't know.
What? Okay. So if you're gonna flash on him, can you kill him? Do you have enough?
No, I think I don't know. I don't know if I looked at my W here because normally I'll flash W and then I know if like my numbers. I know if I auto attack Thresh like once or twice more, my R will kill him. It doesn't matter if Fizz blocks it. My R can kill him.
Right, and then do you have the movement speed to kill him? Because we need to get that auto. If you Q, you're stuck. You know, you're stuck here for like that long. And they keep moving. And then,
yeah, so I don't think I should have done this without tier 2 boots, right?
Yeah.
Like tier 1 at least, yeah.
Thresh has boots of swiftness too, which gives them even more movement speed.
Oh yeah, I didn't think about that either. Stupid. And then here I'm like what you said, I'm kind of playing firefighter. I would like prefer to recall and go to my top camps because I know they're up. But I want to like stay here and help Lucian.
And then how are you helping him?
No, I was gonna go from. I don't remember what my plan was, but I was just gonna go Gromp, and if you wanted to hit tier 2, I can just like E over the wall. But then I get chased by Kaisa, and then I go to Crab here. I think.
Oh, well,
just to get more.
Yeah, taking their Gromp and all this is fine.
Yeah.
Fucking Teemo. Teemo,
Yeah.
go home.
Yeah, this game I was like throwing myself against the wall because of Gragas. Like he has 54 CS at 15 minutes. It was so annoying. I don't know. I was like actually raging because I thought I could carry this game. But I don't know. What do you think? What do you see like are the biggest errors in my game so far?
I wouldn't call them errors. It's just like stylistically, it's like if you play to attack the enemy champions more, then things are more in your control. So whenever you go for the objectives like this, then you give up a lot of opportunities to attack the enemy. Whereas it's like the dragons give your team a little bit of power, but then it's always going to cost a turn of attacking the enemy. Versus if you get a successful attack off, and then do the objective as a reward, then that's
Yeah.
a whole lot better. And then if you don't have these successful attacks, who cares? The game's lost anyways. Like, they can have a dragon. You know? Something like that.
Could you give me an example of like a successful attack? Because I don't know. Normally I play like most games I play like what's the word? I play to punish a mistake. I play like I don't know what's the word. If my opponent makes a mistake, I like capitalize off that.
Yeah. It doesn't even have to be like a forced attack either with Graves. Like I said, with showing up to the scuttle, it's like it puts you in a position
Yeah.
where you can meet the enemy. And then if they show up to fight you, then you win. And that's something that you want to look for.
Uh-huh. So I'm gonna write down. I should have looked at my camps and saw a neutral such as scuttle that could have promoted a fight that would be in my favor. So that's the idea basically. Because I thought Drake is so valuable, it's okay if I kind of give the scuttle. I'll have Drake for my team, but I guess if I have Dirk here and I'm just powerful enough, I can create better. I'll create a bigger lead, I guess.
Right. And then if you're doing that, you're also like farming your own camps. And that whole process is like powering you up more. And then if you're doing this, it's like if your laners die, you get their wave. No problem. If you kill the enemy laner, awesome. You get to share a wave with your allies. And you get more golden XP that way. So it puts you in a position where it's like you can get a whole lot more going for you.
Yeah.
Okay. So how would you end up there?
How'd I end up where?
In a position to fight.
So in this game specifically, I feel like the fights that I picked were. I'm not,
Okay, let's go
how
back.
would I get there?
Yeah, let's go back actually. So you start red, and then you said that you knew Kindred start at top, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Then you do your golems. That's okay.
Yeah.
And then you do your raptors.
Yeah.
And then after the raptors, you're level 3. So then
Yeah.
how do you get a fight going?
I can get a fight going. I can look mid because obviously they burned their both of them don't have any sums, but Action has mobility.
Mm,
I could go. I could look mid.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Fizz has his E.
I'm Yeah, exactly. That's why I was like, it's kind of risky because It's again another one of those things where I'll have to like waste a lot of time because I'll only be waiting for Fizz to burn his E. Like he'll either have to E into the wave or E onto my action, and that's the only way I can go. But if I do that, I'll waste a lot of time. So
Yeah. And that's not worth it, is it?
yeah, that's the kind of the problem with Fizz or ganking Fizz at
Okay.
least.
So is there anywhere else?
I don't think I could have looked bot lane because they have 0 sums, and I literally see that on my screen. I think I was either in a Discord call with my friends saying these idiots burned burned all their sums, but
Okay. And then anywhere else?
well, top is key, or I could look for an invade onto Kindred's blue.
Exactly. Because he started top side. He's going to be moving to his blue side.
But my thing is, am I stronger than Kindred?
Let's find out. Invader. It's the only way to find out.
All right.
Exactly. But you
See,
have,
yeah.
with Graves' fucking passive, man, this thing is overpowered. Once you get fighting, it's so much more in your favor. Because you build up so much free armor, and against any of the AD junglers, like, you have a really, really, really good chance on an invade.
So once if I invaded him and I killed him here, I take his entire bottom side.
No.
What do I do then?
No, you don't take his entire bot side. With new jungle, you don't have time.
Oh yeah, you don't.
Yeah, so it's like you kill him. If you have smite, maybe you take 1 camp.
Uh-huh.
And then what do you do then? Figure it out. Like, is Scuttle up? Yes or no? Okay. Is their bot lane coming? Do we have to run away? Is their mid lane coming? Do we have to run away? Can we kill their bot lane when they're coming? And then if there's nothing, you can just recall.
Or, I mean, my idea from this aggressive standpoint is I can look for like a kind of a flank gank where I go from, you see like that, up more. Yeah, like right there in that kind of area, that bush on the mid. Yeah, I can go from that angle onto mid if Fizz uses his E, or just recall after that.
Right, so let's imagine we kill her on blue.
Yeah.
And then their bot lane's moving. And then we don't have time to take blue, so then We just go through mid. And then even if you don't kill Fizz, you get some damage off on him. That's fine. You don't have to be fully committed to it. And then by that time, Scuttle's probably up.
Yeah.
Right.
I'll
So
go to Scuttle.
and then we do Scuttle, and then it's like awesome. We have option A, like kill attack mid. Option B, like attack bot. If nothing, like option C, recall. And then we're back to the top side, probably with long swords, if not serrated dirk, and then we do it all over again because Kindred will like reset for this Scuttle. If she invades your blue side, you kill her again. That part really owns.
Yeah.
When they try to, he invaded me, so I'm gonna show him. Like,
Yeah.
So you see how like that shit can put you in so many sequences where you can like just kill a noob, you know? Whereas this sort of stuff doesn't. And then the time spent on the objectives doesn't.
Yeah. So you're saying the objective isn't worth it. I could promote a fight that would be
It comes later. Like, and by that time too, if you're stronger, it's like they come so much easier too.
Like, I don't know. I guess my mentality is like, I don't care if all my laners fucking throw themselves off a cliff. If we have the chance of getting slow, we could still maybe win the game. Because like that's always like the trump card, I guess. If he's worried about like invading my camps, I just keep on getting the Drake advantage. I'll have that chance of getting solo. I'll have that chance of just giving my team an advantage.
Okay.
That's like my idea.
Do you think it'd be easier to carry a game with Soul or with a 2-item advantage on Graves?
Obviously a 2-item fucking advantage.
Right, so let's play for that. And we're in control of it, you know? The Dragon Soul, that's spread across the boys. And sometimes the boys are stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, that's what I'd be playing for.
Okay. So the biggest thing here is I already denied Kindred the Raptors. I could have fought on Scuttle and maybe done something else.
Yeah. It's like... Yeah. Just trying to find a time where you can attack them, so... Let's open... I'll just open a random one here and just see if we can find a time to attack them.
Oh, no. This game? Oh, no. Mashallah. You're not gonna want to know what I typed in this game. I'm a fucking psychopath in this game.
Dude, I swear, the first 2 years in leagues, you have to type the stupidest shit.
No, like, literally, I'm telling you right now, I was in a Discord call with my friends. I was screen sharing this game. He told me type the most sadistic shit, and guess what? I did it. I'm surprised I'm not banned. Like, I'm pretty sure at the end of the game, I typed, I hope you suffer in life. And that was how mad I was. Like, I'm a fucking psychopath. This game. So, this game, I knew that Vi started. I don't remember how I knew, but I had info that Vi was starting, either because I saw their laners, or I had vision on Vi.
Joke. Christ, this invade shit takes forever now. That red buff took an eternity. We're level 3. What do you want to do?
Oh, right here, my level 3 is my idea is I either go back into Gromp or I go into what's it called, an Olaf gank. And I go for the Olaf gank just to be more optimistic because Jax has flash and he's Jax.
Okay. I think this is hard.
It is because the wave is like huge, and if I fuck up and we both die, his game's over, and he's typing that he hopes my family dies. Like that's how this game's gonna go.
Right. So do you want to go for that? You want to play those chances?
No.
Okay.
But I did it anyway.
Okay. Well, what about mid lane?
Mid lane, I don't think I can go because he's trying to shove the wave in, and Silas is gonna trade onto him. But I don't really see a way.
Okay. And then since you took Vi's red side camps, after she does Raptors, she's gonna know that's not there. So then what is there for her to do?
She's going to go into my bot side camps.
She has the option to. So it's like she finishes Raptors, she sees that's not there, and then... Let's move the camera up, actually. So it's like she sees that's not there, and then she has the option of like top lane, your camps, or mid lane. So how do we stop her from doing that?
I personally think I don't really care if she takes my my blue side because it's just Gromp and Wolves, and Gromp and Wolves takes a long time, so she'll be investing a lot of time for the first take of 2 camps. But I'll get red buff, which is huge for me because I'll get a refresh on my red buff, so any fight I take will be more advantageous. And I think that's what I do. I go into my red buff and I just give my blue side. Or she might have taken my blue side. I'm in my red side. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, you'll look. I think I do this a lot. I spend a lot of time waiting.
Yeah, and this shit, like, it feels awkward in game, right?
Yeah.
It's like once you get that feeling, that tells you like it's fucked without having to ever know anything intelligent about the game. Like somehow from the beginning, that's how it is. Like we're standing here like this, and I know that. Yeah. So, but what I'm thinking is like you just wait here and then try to attack Vi, because after the Raptor, she has nothing to do.
Oh, I think is okay. You're right actually, because she'll be kind of chunked, and my clear will always be healthy because I'm not that bad at clearing.
Right, you might be able to see her on Raptors too, as she's like doing that. If not, like you can still kind of play around the timing. If she doesn't go this way too, that's okay. You might have a mid gank, and then if not, you can still go back to your blue side camps. And then if you're doing these and she wants to invade you, like, easy. It's an easy counterattack.
Yeah, because Jax can also come. Mid lane doesn't have first move, so I feel like.
Yeah, your mid lane has push. It's all good.
Yeah. Okay.
Right, and then by doing this, like, if Vi wants to attack mid, she's dead. Like, she's dead as fuck. She moves past here, she's dead.
Yeah.
QE, like, dead.
Yeah.
So.
I think this game was, like, I tilted off this like, this rift fight, and then I turned my brain off. And then I don't know, I went, like, psychopath.
Oh, fuck, that went as good as it could have.
Oh, yeah, I did.
Okay, and then if the enemy top laner has no TP, shove the next wave with Jax.
Oh no, but I saw Jax. I think he wanted to get a freeze or something.
No,
or
he
build
can't.
A wave,
he can't. He's chunked. He has to recall. Has no TP. Yeah. So that's the things to look for with top laners, that they both don't have TP. It's always going to be shove the wave after a kill.
Okay. Yep. Okay. And then Vi here, she just fucks me. She takes all my bot side camp. Oh, she takes 2 of them.
That just makes her even. Yeah. And then with this, she's not attacking your lanes either, so it's okay.
Yeah, but it's kind of an uncomfortable position because Yon comes back and she could like peel the wall, or she just has.
Okay, why do you recall here?
I don't know why I recall here.
Let's see.
What was my idea?
We have 1200. He's fiending for the Tiamat, I already know it.
Yeah. Oh shit. Yep. And here I go Krugs because I see my bot lane, they don't have first move, so I want to give them some more time to develop, like they can push their lane. And that's like a good thing to do while I have downtime, is just this.
Oh, and then you're playing for the dragon. I'm thinking you reset, you could do your wolves into her golems into her respawning raptors. And then you can gank mid or top or attack her.
Wait, so I go Krugs, fuck the dragon, go wolves, and then her Krugs?
Let's see.
Or what are you saying, like, kind of sequence?
You would, after your recall, you go to your wolves.
Yeah.
And then you go to her Krugs. If you E over this wall too, how the fuck do I get vision? Fog of War. That blast cone should be up. Usually that blast cone's up. And then you can E over the wall, hit this, and then you're on the Krugs.
Yeah.
And then by the time you finish Krugs, it's like, then you can try to do the Raptors. They should be respawned by then.
Stop playing for Drake. I can look for more selfish happenings that will give me a bigger lead. No more fights. Snowball. Because the whole idea here is she can kind of have Drake. Her bot lane has first move. I put her behind by taking her camps, and then I'll be stronger than her. I'll go into my reset. I'll go into my Krugs, and then my Raptors will be up by the time I'm done with her Krugs and her Raps, and then I'll be stronger than her.
Way stronger.
Yeah.
And then then if you like start a fight on dragon, you invite them in. If you're stronger than them, you get the dragon. You know?
This is actually, because I never really think about this. I normally just play for Drake because I feel like it's kind of a safety. Like if I get solo, normally the game doesn't matter if you're like super behind. I feel like the game's more in your favor than.
Right.
But I think I don't remember what I do here, but yeah.
I think that's as far as we have to go with this one.
Yeah. Oh, you don't want to fucking see what happens later. I throw myself against the wall.
He loves the dragons. He loves the Tiamat.
I feel like Tiamat's not bad, but you're right. Just more power for me equals more
Right.
strength.
I want you to try out this build. Probably on this. Basically just Umbral Glaives with Zombie Ward and then a whole bunch of
Umbral Glaive?
lethality. Yeah, it'd be this.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought Umbral Glaive wasn't really good.
The item's whatever. It's mostly just about you get as much AD
A bunch
every
of
recall.
lethality.
And then on
Okay.
completion, it gives you ability haste. So that's going to be for your Q and then for your E
Huh.
and then for your ulti. So that you can, whenever you're fighting, you might get more rotations. You might simply get 2 rotations of your Q off. And then every time you ult, it's up sooner.
So the idea is I just get more damage out. So I'm more imposing it myself, I guess.
Right, so then we complete Umbral, and then we complete Tier 2 Boots, and then it's into Eclipse. And the Eclipse build path, it's going to be Serrated Dirk, 2 Longswords, Eclipse is completed. And then Collector, Serrated Dirk, a Pickaxe, and then the next recall, Collector is completed. And it's like, and then Black Cleaver, it's like Longswords. Every single item is just, we're longswording the shit out of this build.
Yeah,
and then with Graves, it's like your durability comes from this green smite, the scaling health, and then by having a level lead over the enemy. So yeah, so you really don't need like durability items until like second, third, or not even second.
Cleaver's
like
a good durability item.
Yeah.
Maw is also. I normally go Maw third though, or I sometimes go Eclipse into Maw because Eclipse gives me a shield, and then Maw like if I'm going against a full like fed AP comp, but I don't know. All right, can you send me the link to this build? I like it.
Yeah, it should do that. Most common is armor, but like scaling health is the nuts. I promise.
Yeah, that's what I go.
Yeah. Whenever you get a lead on with scaling health, you simply win. Like there might be matchups where you do need the armor, but until then, until we know them.
Yeah.
On like every jungler, I'm running that scaling health.
Yeah.
And it's so weird because it used to just be the like farming junglers that would run that, but now it's the aggressive ones.
Yeah.
So weird.
Yeah, because if you build a lead, yeah, I think like it's kind of broken.
You have like 3 free sources of HP now. It's like the levels, the green smite, the durability update, and then am I missing something? The durability update. Oh, the rune.
Stupid, the rune.
Stupid
the thing that we were just talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, that rune's kind of busted, man.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. See, I don't know. See, these games, like, I feel like I lose. I lose. I get like a disadvantage, and I shit the bed. I don't know. Like you'll have to see an entire game, but
I have the idea. It's like I can see how it plays out. Like you don't power up yourself more, and then one mistake does lead to a loss because the one mistake is so brutal. But then if you're farming more and then have successful plays, you can make 4 mistakes, you know, and then the game keeps rolling. But in any jungler that you're playing or whatever, if it's a one mistake and to lose, like it's either the team totally fucking sucked and you lost, or you didn't like farm and attack. Not even attack. You didn't just like farm or have successful plays.
Yeah,
that's usually how it goes.
I mean, I don't know. That just could be me having a huge ego, but I swear to God, the game that we were just watching, the one with the enemy kindred, that game was because my Gragas fucking stinked. My Lucian, every single time during endgame, he would go with his E, go 1-for-1, and we die. But I don't know.
Yeah, those are out of your control too. Have you ever played Hearthstone?
Hearthstone? Oh, Hearthstone. Yeah, I've heard of it. Yeah, I've never played it.
I attribute like bad laners just to like a bad draw. Like you drew bad cards and the enemy drew good cards. We can't control that. Who gives? You know, who cares? It's like you pay the price for it, but it would be the same deal. Like in a card game, you can play your cards well. You can play your cards perfectly, and the enemy can have a better hand.
Yeah.
So what's So what's important then?
What's important? Well, if I have a shit hand, then I'm gonna try to get myself the biggest advantage. The only thing that's worth value, I guess. The hazard value, I guess.
Yeah, something like that. It's like I just look to play my cards the best I can. Especially the deeper you get into League, it's like you kind of give up at a certain point of like ever controlling your allies. That's the best spot to get to.
I don't know. Like you'll see. I try to like.
Wait,
I don't know. I try to.
Let's just look at this Graves game. This is Korean Challenger, and then he's playing against Wukong. And then just let me know if he would do anything different than what you would do.
Okay.
So first off, he starts top side. Would you do that?
Yeah. Let me see. I wasn't looking at the comps. Callista Pike, that's a very winning lane. I don't care. Yeah. Lee Sin, I've never seen Lee Sin support before, so I don't know if it's good. But I think they beat Senna Lee Sin definitely, because Senna's weak and Lee Sin can't really make up for that. Azir's a winning lane against Corki more than likely. Anivia versus Kennen. Yeah, Anivia gets fisted probably. So I'd path away from Rhea. I'd start top, yeah.
Okay. He's into Wukong. Now, Wukong kind of matches Graves' free armor bullshit.
Oh, yeah, he does his fucking stinky passive.
Yeah. Stinky passive.
Yeah. He's a monkey.
So. Okay, would you do this?
He hasn't panned the camera. I like panning my camera. I don't fucking know what's going on during that.
Okay, Corki was chunked.
Yes. If Corki's chunked, I don't know if he's burned to some, but yeah, I would do that. Corki's chunked and the wave is pushing, I'd normally look for a gank like this because it's just so punishing, but he already has teleport, so it doesn't matter. He's on that. What kind of fucking clear is this? He skips Krugs?
Fuck, wait, this is an older season, I think. This is 3 months ago.
Season.
It's already 7 days ago, Master Tier.
Yeah. Okay, because I was about to say, that's some bullshit. You can't do that today. You can't do that now.
It was like 3 months ago isn't that old. Whoops.
Yeah. Man, I miss old smites, man. You could be so aggressive. Invading was actually fun. You know, now, if you invade now, every camp has 7 million HP.
Back in my day.
I've only been playing for 6 months, so I can't really say that, but back in my day, I guess.
Jesus, Graves, get a grip! Right, so why does this suck from Graves?
So, I don't really think he has... Because they outranged him, obviously. Galio flashed out, Galio's dead.
Right.
Elise has her cooldowns up. She probably took I don't know what spells Elise has. We didn't see it, but Elise has her spell rotation up. They're gonna chunk him, and you're also in a minion wave, so you're taking a fuck ton of damage.
And he can't hit him through the minion wave, can he?
Yeah, he can't exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Splits his damage. These are also magic damage champions, like one of Graves' only counter.
Yeah, Graves can't really do anything against it.
Oh shit.
His passive is useless. And he doesn't have very good base MR, right? I'm pretty sure, Graves.
No, he doesn't. Well, he has the same as everyone, actually. And then in these matchups, they'll run magic resist.
Yeah.
So against like early game magic damage champions like Elise, you can do that. But
I wouldn't go Gromp though. I don't know why he's going Gromp. Is it quicker?
Well, he failed to play, so now he's just looking to farm. That's what he's doing. And yeah, well, Gromp and Blue actually have the same amount of HP. But if you do Gromp, it will respawn, making it worth more. Versus Blue buff. Yeah.
Because Blue buff's going to take 5 minutes regardless, so it's just putting it on a timer quicker.
Yeah. And then if he does the Blue second, then the Blue will last longer.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Just more value, I guess, yeah. Because he does have a timer on his buff. Okay. He's not panning the fucking camera. That's why this is annoying, because I like to pan my camera, because I like information.
These replay videos.
Yeah.
Imagine if the AI edited all that shit, like it pans to the bot lane.
Oh, holy shit. Everyone would be challenger. That's so... You're getting... It's great. Wait, can you I wasn't looking at it. Can you replay?
Yeah.
Wait, so when did Galio start roaming? Did he move as soon as I Oh no, as soon as Graves? Yeah, he was already in the river because he got his shove. So he took. Oh, he was shoving the wave as he's on Krugs. Then yeah, obviously you go bot here. This is like when you sit in the mid lane bush and wait for your mid laner to shove, and then you go to bot. It's like that, yeah. It's kind of free, but I'd wish I had information on like their summoners and something like that.
Dope.
Oh yeah, I have you like is there like a video on jungle tracking? Like my idea of jungle tracking is kind of shit. Like I don't really know how to jungle track properly. Like is how did you learn jungle tracking?
I think like everyone, you just get a feel for it. It's like there's some tricks you can do, but I think the best way was just if you play the champions, you get an idea. If you play against the enemy champion and then try some things and it doesn't work out, like invades and stuff, you can open the replay. And then in your own game, it's going to be way more meaningful. You know, I'm sure there's a billion YouTube videos, but I never watched one. You know, you just figure it out by trial and error. But like if you do these invades, they'll be way more fucking meaningful, you know? Because you'll try to go for this and he won't be there, and it'll be like, what the fuck? Why wasn't he there? Or where was he? And then you open the replay. So that's the best way to do it.
I guess my issue is I can't really track in bronze because like you can't
It's
predict
impossible.
the unpredictable.
Yeah, the variance is too high.
Yeah, like if you don't know what they're doing, if they don't know what the fuck they're doing, that's the problem.
Yeah, and you don't have to track it.
Yeah.
You just do your own thing, and when they show up, if you're stronger, you win. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, okay.
So then, right, what's important? It's like being strong. And then how do we get strong?
Yeah. By farming, it's like there's a surefire way of getting stronger than your opponent. That's just farming. That's about it.
Right, and then with us, or with the jungle role, it's pretty simple. Once we kill up our camps, we're farmed, and then what? Then what?
Then you can make a move. Then you can go to an objective. You can go to a gank. You can do something.
Right, and if you win those, then you're gonna be stronger than the enemy. So then you can start like forcing attacks. If you just have a longsword advantage, like you're good to go.
So, okay. I finally understand like fully what you're trying to say. Okay. Before I was kind of like the spacing.
Okay, so what is it?
Basically, so what you're trying to tell me is I'm building myself an advantage because he's unless he's getting a fucking quadra kill from a random skirmish, I will be neutral with him. But if I farm better than him, I'll have an advantage. And with an advantage, I can then pick and choose a fight because he'll be at a disadvantage, or fight, or I can just do whatever I want then because I'll be stronger than him. And if he shows up, he'll die, or we'll have an advantage to that, and it's a snowball. Just because you're doing something that's not risky, just by farming. Because farming never normally doesn't have a what is the word? Have something that'll come back at you. Like I don't know. Oh, repercussion. That's the word. Sorry, I'm fucking retarded. Repercussion. Farming normally doesn't have a repercussion.
Right.
So.
And if you farm into a play, even if it goes bad, you're good. And then it puts you in a position. Once you farmed into the play too, like it will put you in a position where you have options.
Yeah.
Whereas whenever you skip camps, this shit needs to happen.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't,
yeah.
And like you said, where you can't track the enemy jungler because the variance is too high. Skipping camps also makes the variance very high, and you can't you can't have any consistency with what laners should do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. See, I don't know. That's definitely my problem because I'll try to do something without a lead, and then I'll just get fucked.
Okay, so how do you fix it?
Well, by farming and getting myself a lead, and then I can pick whatever fight.
Farming, getting a lead, and then picking a fight. Sounds good. So let's say we farm, we get a fight, we win the fight, then what?
Fight. Well, then I can push my lead by what's it called? Invading, getting an objective.
No, we just had a successful play. So let's say we farmed into a reset, into an invade. We killed them. Then what?
Well, I'll finish the camp that he started, and then I'll fucking recall.
Okay, and then what?
And then I'll start farming my camps, or I can pick a fight because I'm so much stronger than him.
Okay, if you pick a fight, then you're skipping your camps, right?
No, I'm farming into him, like you said.
Okay. Then you're good. Then you win.
Okay.
And yeah. And then after you do a farm into another invade, and then you can probably get an objective from there. Even if you don't kill them, you just chunk them. It's like, bam, dragon, bam, rift herald. They can't contest. Awesome.
Oh, that's huge. Hold on. Chunking, then can also be. Okay, you're right. That's true. All right, I get it.
Alrighty.
That's huge.
Cool.
All right.
Okie doke. I think that's a good place to stop. I don't think there's anything else I have to say or help you with, right? Do you have any other questions or anything?
Let me see. I have a whole like notepad.
Okay.
Under what? So okay, yeah, just like some general like kind of fundamental things. What do you look for in mid game and end game? Like, what's your idea? What's your goal in mid game and end game, like separately?
Okay, mid game, you're looking for objectives, and then late game, you're looking for like generally like picks or winning team fights. That's it.
You're looking for picks or team fights. How can you can get an objective? You can get a winning team fight by getting a pick, right? That's the idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
The picks also lead to the objectives.
So end game, I'm still farming into like an object. Oh, I'm still farming into a play.
Most of the time.
Like say if there's a pick.
If you're way stronger, you can start skipping camps mid and late game, because if you farm into a play, you might be too late, and that's what's fucked up. But if you're stronger, it's fine, because even if the play goes wrong, like in the mid game, there's a lot of downtime, you know? So it's like you can do 2 failed plays, come like 22 minutes into 26, and it can all be okay. But yeah, so you can kind of flip that rule of farming into the play, entering like the mid or late game if you have an advantage, because you do the play and then you go back to the farm.
All right.
And then that makes it where it's like you don't give your team any opportunity to die without you.
Yeah, because you're just skipping. You'll be there with you. Yeah.
Right, and then you won't find yourself in like the firefighter situation where you're on Raptors, but you see your team barreling down that fucking mid lane. So it'd be just walking right past Raptors, which luckily this season is much easier with how XP is with the jungle. So it's fine to skip some camps.
I mean, jungle XP shit now. I don't know what they did to it.
Like, it's like old seasons. It's so... yeah.
I never played back then, so I don't know.
GG.
Okay. What's like the biggest way you punish a mistake? What's the most common way you punish a mistake, I guess?
What kind of mistake?
I guess an example could be like I already know, but like if Kindred shows top, for like a failed gank, typically what I'll do is I'll invade, or I can try and force the play bot side, knowing that there's not going to be a Kindred coming to save them.
Okay, actually, you just attack, because if the enemy's made a mistake, then you punish. Well, the punish is to attack where they're weak.
Yeah, and they're weak in his jungle or their bot side. Okay.
Yeah, they're always weak somewhere if they attack something.
All right. So this last question is more or less reassurance for myself. Okay, I've been bronze and like silver for like the past 6 months. Based off like what you've seen in my gameplay and shit, or like just by me talking, do you think I'm bronze or silver? Do you think I'm genuinely bronze and silver?
I'd say above bronze. I would say like you're where I was at with silver when I first started. Did you play any games like prior to League a bunch? You get deep in any?
Oh yeah, I went pro in TF2. I almost went pro in Apex.
Pro in TF2? What the fuck?
Yeah,
That game's ancient.
the game is really old. Yeah, it is old.
I haven't
but
heard
you're
about
not- I'm not-
TF2 in fucking forever.
Yeah.
And then Apex. Okay, so you have FPS background. I played Call of Duty the most before I played
Yeah.
League, and
Yeah.
not very many things translated. So
Oh yeah, nothing, fucking nothing translated.
exactly,
from
and
TF2.
there's like this huge ass knowledge gap
Learning
that
curve.
is
Yeah, this huge learning curve. I have no fucking clue what I'm doing.
exactly. So I feel like yeah, you're silver right now, but I feel like your curve, rather than like say like the average Dumbo that looks like this, it's like I feel like your curve is something like this, where it's like you start off like, and then you go down a little bit, and then it probably not even like that. So it would be like not even like that, like
Yeah. Okay.
because that's what mine was with fucking coming from Call of Duty. Like this part, the all the way up from here to there, like sucks.
Yeah.
It's just knowledge.
Yeah.
It's not skill or anything. It's just play the game and figure it out. So
Yeah.
I hate this part with League too. And you always have to like relearn certain shit because the game always changes. But
Yeah.
coming from Call of Duty, that's where I was at. I feel like looking at your gameplay, it's very similar to how mine was. That's silver. I'm just like bashing into shit, and I'm like, there's got to be a way. And once I started attacking stuff instead of playing for like defensive or anything like that, it started making sense. Because like it's hard to understand things trying to play it like strategically when everyone sucks at low rank, you know?
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, back to Call of Duty. How do I go 25-3 in a team deathmatch to win? It's like, let me just do this with my champion. And then shit started making sense for me.
Yeah, so I'm just making myself stronger, farming into play because that's the most safe way to not fuck myself over. And then I can pick a fight. I'm snowballing. I mean, that makes a lot more sense, you know. If I like in the comparison to my strategy of hope to fucking god my teammates don't shit the bed and try to go for an objective. That's normally my strategy.
Yeah, and that makes it too complicated for like what the game is and like where the skill level's at.
Yeah. I mean, this has been really, really helpful. Like genuinely, this is probably the most I've learned about anything in the span of an hour.
Alrighty, good to hear. Good to hear. But yeah, you came into it with pretty good energy, so. Alrighty. Well, I was glad to help, man.
Thank you very much.
Yep. Good luck
Do you
in your
think
climb.
I should if I get another session, do you think it would be okay to get like a, what is it? A live coaching or whatever it's called? Or like where you where I screen share my game?
I don't do live coaching anymore. I just do VOD reviews.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, live coaching's whack. So
why is it bad?
Oh, there's nothing to say.
Oh,
there's no, and the person does. Yeah, it's like let's talk about the game and discuss it because like anyone can be in your ear, and it's like, is it useful? Not in my experience. Not in like hundreds and hundreds of sessions. So yeah, that's why I stopped doing it. But yeah, the next session I'd play a couple games or like a good handful of games until you have a grasp on like what the attacks mean, and then if you have a replay of that, that'd be best to talk about.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Good talking to you.
All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yep. Peace. That guy was good. For fucking unranked too? Jesus.